on the morning after the 20-degree weather with blooms everywhere. You know what? I think we may have been saved in some kind of ways. There are still, let me find one. There's still blooms that haven't really bloomed out yet. Here we go. Like these. Let me get a better angle for you. I'm trying to get into this tree. But like these. This is my Fantasia nectarine, which gave me fruit last year. I just think it's interesting. I didn't even look at this. It still haven't bloomed out everything. Like most is bloomed out, but it's like we're safe because there are some that haven't even bloomed. So that's one good thing about having. It's probably because it's a larger tree. It's just the blooms come out. There's so many blooms on it to where they don't all come out at the same time. And we witnessed that freeze, which might have taken stuff out. I don't know. I think you want to look for like blackening of some of that stuff in the flower, and I don't see it, but you probably have to wait a couple days before you really know. It's kind of like a citrus tree. Usually right after the freeze you see a little bit of damage, but then like a day after, that's when you really know, or a couple hours after. So we'll see. So it's gonna be hit or miss because I put all these covers on it, but the covers definitely damaged the branches down here. We'll see. Yeah, the peaches seem to do fine, or a lot better than these plums. This plum is fried, boy. Look at the leaves. 20 degrees did not do good on the plum, and I'm pretty sure every single flower is gonna be dead on this one. Look at that. Oh man, yep. This is the Santa Rosa plum. That thing got beat up. That thing slumped. So we got to note that for the future. It's Santa Rosa plum versus hard freeze. Not so good. So we're on the day after the 20-degree, 19-degree freeze with blooms everywhere. And here's what we do know. Some things actually didn't do that bad, and some things just got completely wrecked. One of the things that got wrecked was the cotton candy apron. I can't see now what looks like flower or bud on that thing. Looks pretty wrecked. This is where most of the flowers and stuff was at. Everything just looked brown and wet and like it's fell off. Overall looking bad. But one good thing that I see is there are still buds that haven't even tried to open yet. They're probably flower, or not flower bud, but leaf buds. We're just gonna pray that they're flower buds. But that may be a saving grace for this tree. As you know, the contender barely had anything open, so the contender is gonna be fine. The Red Haven in the same place is gonna be fine. It probably had 2 open, and if I look in there, it's green. The middle thing is green. Yep, the Red Haven is going to be fine. So only casualty I see right now is the cotton candy apron, in which the same thing that happened to that last time, it's the same thing that happened to it this time. Every year that thing has problems with late frost, so it's gonna be on the hook. It's a beautiful tree, grows strong, fast, all kind of blooms on it, but every year is the same problem with that thing. So one more year of that and it's gonna have to get replaced, because things like this is the Belle of Georgia, which did have a lot of open blossoms on it, but it still has a lot of closed ones on it. As you can see, it just has so many on it that I think this one is gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure there's some casualties. It definitely doesn't look as good as it did 2 days ago, but I think the freeze didn't completely kill everything. There's so many that haven't opened yet, so we're good on that one. Try like peach. I bought this year, put it in the ground like 1 or 2 months ago. It was bare root. This is crazy. This is the only time I've seen this. A bare root tree that gave me flowers the first year I put it in the ground. Unheard of for me. I've had that happen, of course, with potted trees, but not with a bare root. Here's the nectarines, Fantasia nectarine. Covered this halfway, didn't cover it all the way. Honestly, you know what's crazy? It's the same thing with the Belle of Georgia. There are still so many buds that didn't even try to open before that I didn't see. Look at that cluster right here. That are probably going to be protected from the frost. So I can definitely see some frost damage over here, but it's so many buds on here, so many blossoms on there. I think we might have a chance to still get fruit out of this one. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed on that one. Which other ones? I almost fell over a stick. This is another contender peach. As I said earlier, there's so many that hasn't even tried to open, so they're gonna be fine. The ones that haven't tried to open are gonna be fine, and even the ones that have tried to open, I think this might be fine. Look at the middle stem in there. I think you're really worried about that one. I'm gonna have to do some more research on it. But from what I seen, someone said that as long as that little thing is green in the middle, it's still viable. I think it has to be like brown or black, and then it's like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. But here's another casualty. I forgot about this one. The Santa Rosa. This thing just got smacked. This thing got smacked. It may hold some fruit. I don't know. Some of those blooms still are pretty white. A lot of them just don't look too good. The leaves, look at the leaves. These leaves just got destroyed. Got handled by the frost. This did not do good. It's a shame because the thing actually leaved so much. That was the problem. Most of the peaches, it just put out flowers and no leaves. These plums, they decided they're gonna put out flowers and leaves at the same time. Spicy nectar plum, the one back here, I can't really tell. Everything is so red. It had already lost all its flowers. Now it just holds the open shuck or whatever it's called, and it all blends in, so I can't really tell. The candy heart, which I still actually do believe it is a candy heart, hasn't even tried to do anything yet. It's still dormant, so it's fine. Only thing is, I don't have anything to pollinate it with now, because all of my Santa Rosa already bloomed, and it's look like it's about to die completely. And my Flavor Queen Pluot got smacked. Not as bad as the Santa Rosa, surprising. Look at the leaves on this and compare that to the leaves on the Santa Rosa I just showed you. The blossoms though, the blossoms look fried. The blossoms look terrible on the Flavor Queen. They didn't put out that many this year anyway, so I don't really care too much. Let's move on. Same as this Picatum right here. Show my shadow. This Picatum right here, these white blooms on these plum hybrids, they just look terrible when they get frozen compared to the peaches and the nectarines. They just be droopy and brown and sad looking. I don't know what to tell from that. All right, this is Summer Delight Aprim. Look at that. Look at all those wannabe fruits down there. Wannabe fruits. I can't tell if they're alive, but I can tell that it tried. This one tried. Look how bulbous that in. That look like a little baby, right? Baby fruit. Baby apricot. Like that one. I can tell this one actually tried. This one is gonna be a good one for me. We're gonna see if these fruits die off. Probably they don't look too good, I'll say that. Look pretty doggone terrible. I didn't even try to cover this one up. The shape is just terrible for covering it. Like, look at it going that way and all the way over there. This is a terrible shape. Like I said, I'm cutting this one back this year. First thing. And Spicy Nectar Plum, my big one. How did it do? It's really hard to tell with this tree because everything kind of looks the same. All this red. It's holding on to some flowers though. Maybe that's a good sign. I don't know what's the signs you look for for if this thing is good or not. Fingers crossed on that one. Oh, look at that. That one haven't opened yet. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. It's stuff that I haven't even tried to open. So that's kind of the second chance. My last chance right there with these couple of flowers that haven't opened yet. Let's see what else we got out here. I think last but not least, we got the other picatum, or leocot. Not worried about the picatum. That looks fried. The picatum got fried. The leocot, I don't know. This cluster right here is kind of the cluster you want to see to have something on there. Maybe. I don't know. It look pretty fried to me. Yeah, that one don't look too good. None of them look too good. Either way, I'm gonna update y'all in a week or so and see, well, maybe even longer than that, 2-3 weeks, and see if any of this stuff held on.